Hello everyone. Uh, Today is just gonna be finals, and then I'm probably gonna do some parent runs because I've not been getting so lucky. So I'm gonna unfortunately have to do some of this on stream, just so today isn't like a 10-minute stream. I've done about 10 Teo runs now, and I have yet to hit medium S, even though she's a 1 in 4. Like, I can't even start a prototype because I have yet to see a single medium spark. And I would like to, at least have a prototype. This is the deck I've been running, just 2 speed, 3 power, or 2 speed, 4 power. Usually when you max out these 2 stats, sometimes like 1 in 4 runs, I'll probably miss SS. But generally it's enough just because skills pad the rating so high. But two speed, well, I think Fugu's kind of mandatory, but 2 speed, 4 power generally gets me there. Don't really need a stam spark, so I'm not too worried about hitting 1100 stam, just because I'm going to be running Ogre. And I think even then, I'm running like 8 stars of stam, or at least the Borrow that I have lined up for Ogre has 5 stars of stam, so I think I have 7 stars total of stamina, which should be enough for Ogre. Ogre only needs like 700, 750. But I need to finish up this parent and like start working on aces, because I need to do an entire lineage for Hishi Amazon, because I don't have a Dober or a what's the other one? A Dober or a Ryan. I don't have a Dober or Ryan for a backliner. I got away with running, I think, just Dober on Gold Chip for the Derby. And I opted to not go for Let's Fund Some Iron. But I think Hishi Amazon's gonna want both of them, since she doesn't have a mid-race ult, and Hishi Amazon will be my other ace. But let's see what I hit. Can I at least hit a medium spark so I can start working on a prototype? But yeah, usually it hits double S. Oh! Of course. Of course it's a 1-star medium. My bad. I should have been a little bit more clear about what I wanted. At least I've hit my first medium spark. But 1-star medium is like really bad on a main parent. Like if it was 2-star medium, it's actually it would have been usable to like as a prototype. Because yeah, here's all of the Teos I have. So it would be this, and then the Borrow that I saw, I think it's this one, this Opera, was my best Borrow. Because I need Uma stand in the Borrow. So it'd be these sparks. I mean, I could try it, but 1-star medium sounds terrible. That's a lot of stam too. Like, I think I would have rather had more wit. I think for the deck, it would be a 60% race bonus deck. So it'd be Kita, Fuku. You. I always flip-flop between Tachyon Wit and Marvelous Sunday Wit. I'll probably do Tachyon Wit instead, because I don't think I have any medium stuff in this. I think Tachyon Wit is better anyways for the 1 SP bonus. And then, I guess I could just, instead of running Nishino Flower, I could just run Marvelous Sunday Power. And just try to get the hints through here. And then the last one would be Pasa. I don't really like Muteki main deck. The skills are kind of nice. Would I remake Ogre when Throne releases? I'll probably do some runs. But I'm not gonna set up an entire second legacy so I can like spam runs for it. But I'll do some runs on release just so we can check it out. But yeah, it would be something like this. Either this Killer Tunes or It's On. I don't know which one would be better. I think Killer Tunes is better though. I don't really like the overtake condition on It's On for Christmas Ogre. You just don't have much else to overtake. I don't know. But at the same time, like, I don't really need to be running Pasa. Pasa has like some decent hints. I guess same with Muteki. Yeah, Killer Tunes would be way more consistent than It's On. It's just like there isn't enough skills in the game, I think, to guarantee. Like ramp up is good, obviously, but like investing 300 SP into It's On is kind of expensive, and Killer Tunes does a lot of lifting anyways. Well, outside of getting matched into like forefronts. Maybe something like this. I just don't know if I can do this with a 1-star medium spark here. What are my chances with this? It's probably like 50% for medium S. But I kind of let me try one practice run real quick. We'll probably do one practice run, and then I'm gonna go back into the parent minds because there's no way I'm running this Tokai Teo as my parents. Is it worth making a front Ogre for Cancer Cup? Is Cancer the next one? I'm sorry, I'm really bad with the the titles. I'm better if you just tell me what the actual thing is. Is Cancer the next CM? I don't know if front Ogre is all that great. What would you even run? I guess it's just into 777s. It's just like, I don't know why you would run front Ogre. I think you're having a hard time fighting for first place as front Ogre. Like compared to Bourbon and I guess Maru still. Compared to Bourbon and Maru, I think you're just gonna have a harder time fighting for first. So like you get no benefit from being a front runner. So it's like the only benefit you have as front runner Christmas Ogre is you get access to angling and scheming. As much as I want to chase this hint, I don't really want to do a stam training. It's been a while since I did an ace attempt. I've just been doing parents for like the past week. Alright, that's a good hint to chase. Yeah, because like your only benefit as a front runner, unless like all your parents are front runners and you don't have parents for like, I don't know, pace chase. I don't even know if you need parents for pace chaser. Mant kind of just like serves a lot of things to you. We'll just do this over the guts training. I'd rather get fine motions bond up. Right-handed is nice too. That's actually a really good hint. I guess that makes it even more worth it. Definitely don't run it down with winning chakra. Let's just grab charming. I'll just do another wit click here. Really nice to get free clicks on wit. As pace, don't you want ignite power because little excels you have? The thing is, like, the carryover and like the 3 seconds you get of 0.3 excel is enough as Ogre. If anything, like the only thing you would want is Nimble Nav, since you are pushing up. But I don't think Christmas Ogre wants... I mean, okay, if you're a regular pace chaser, if you're like not named Christmas Ogre, yes, you need like every single excel. I think like Christmas Ogre just needs Nimble Navigator as her like not backup excel, but like an additional excel. Because if you hit 0.5, like there's no point in going for more. And ignite power is just not that great. But if you have no other excels and you're just trying to play like a regular pace chaser, I would probably go for ignite power. Because the issue with Ignite Power is that it's 1.2 seconds long. Like, that's just... it's just not enough for it to be worth the gamble, unless it's your only Excel that you... like, one of the only Excels you can have access to. Like, I'd rather you gamble on downhill descent than Ignite Power. Or it's not downhill descent. Straight descent? Is that the skill? Like, I think it's just better to go for straight descent plus... Well, I really want to do this training. No, we should be fine. I have Charming. I think I'd rather just rest here. We'll let this one. I think Christmas Ogre should be able to do the Dirt Triple Crown. Usually I try to aim for 40 races on Christmas Ogre. I'll just do this Wit Click. If I do this Wit Click, I think I can train late September with a 20 energy recovery. I don't really care about bringing these two up. Maybe Pasta for like a good summer click. But I really want to do a stamp training. Wow, 2 mood downs. That's rough. Get an A+ Uma, beat a UG horse this in the mile. I mean, if you gamble, I mean, it can't work. Christmas Ogre sometimes is annoying, since she basically has 0 skills. Holy. This shouldn't be this hard on pace. Was it really because I was on normal mood? I had to get 2 mood ups for that. I don't know, UG's kind of fake. It depends on like if the UG was actually built, I guess. At the same time, it's a mile. Mile's super goofy. Did I speedrun the Kiseki event? Yeah, I did that off stream. It took like... how long did it take? This train is kind of good. I think I'd rather just get all the races done. Oh my. Alright, this is the last clock I can use on these G3s, I think. When I run CB for guaranteed corner recovery, it's like CB's a really good card and it's like nice, but I think I'd rather gamble on getting corner recovery. It's also, yeah, not guaranteed, but it's definitely a high chance. You know, it's like, I think it's a coin flip. At least every time I ran CB, it was like a coin flip. I mean, I have 2 corner recovery sparks in this parent setup. I have a 3-star on a GP and a 2-star on a main. Like, I guess also there's a 2-star here on the GP and a 1-star in this GP. I think I'd rather gamble on that than run 5% less race bonus. But yeah, it would make your runs a lot more stable. It's a good card too. Like, it's a really strong card. Like, the only drawback is that it's 5% race bonus. Holy! Triple mood down? That's crazy. Yeah, but it would make it a lot more stable. I think I'm just gonna gamble on the Opera's giving me corner recovery. I get early charming into triple mood down. And 4 of these races don't give me a mood up. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be running CB Wit in Grand Live most likely, even if it's not an end closer. It's just a strong card. Like, it's a strong card. It's honestly probably better than... Well, I guess you would rather run Tachyon Wit if you're not running Tachyon Speed. It's probably stronger than Marvelous Sunday. Nimble Corner Recovery, and Umasan is the main whites that you're looking for. Yeah, I would say those are the 3 whites that you would want. Alright, I'm most likely just gonna rest this turn. I don't really want to gamble on doing a race here. I could do this mile and gamble down to 0 recovery because I have Charming. But I think I'd rather rest and try to get some wit clicks instead. Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, Grand Life doesn't increase the deck composition all that much. Like, there's just not enough cards in the game that are like relevant to widen the pool of deck building. Honestly, even like Grandmasters has a little bit of leeway of like different types of decks you can run. But I think most scenarios are pretty homogenized in like the depth that you can run decks. For ult, do you need moving past or no? I wouldn't say you need it. I mean, it's nice if there's like, if you're running double front, I think there's a option to, or no. Yeah, I think if you're running double front, like, you can probably think about getting moving past and beyond. If you're not running, if you're doing like double dom Ogre, I don't think it's worth it. Or if you're running like backliner Ogre, I don't think it's worth going for moving past and beyond. It only makes sense if you're running your own double front with it. Do I know if Spark Free Roll is going to be on the release of Grand Live or midway? I want to say it was like a month after Grand Live released. Like, I think it was during the first CM that they released it. I don't recall it being released like at the very start of Grandmasters. But I think I'd have to double check that. Third place. Kill me. Alright, let me see if I can pull it up. Off of the wiki. Maybe I should start buying some skills. How did I get another third place? 282 speed, it isn't even that bad. Even without a unique. Wow, okay, wait, this run might just be glue. I mean, Hopeful Stakes isn't part of any titles, so I just lose out on a bit of... I lose out on 40 coins and some stats. But that is disgusting. And I have no... Okay, if I lose a title, I have to glue this run. But that is kind of insane. Maybe I should have bought some skills. I don't think buying skill, like, it makes no sense to buy skills. Kinda wanna do this wit training. Yeah, I think we do this wit training. Alright, now we did this power training for Bond. I don't think I need to do another race. Let's eat this grilled carrot so I can do a rainbow training. Sorry, I'm trying to look up and see if there's information on exactly when the... When did Grand Life release? It was the 1.5 annie? So it was, what, 816 or 824? Let's see. Actually, the wiki says that it was released on the scenario start. But I remember it releasing during the first CM. My mic is weird. Oh, I think someone's moving outside. window. Is that better? Okay, but yeah, the wiki says that it released on the start of the CM, but I recall it releasing during the first CM, or sorry, on the release of Grand Live. I recall it being released on the first CM, so I don't know what's right. Man, my bonds were so good for this run. I think I'm just gonna rest here. Do I always hoard the barbecue? Yeah, I mainly use the barbecue just to see my bonds. So like that's why I hoard it, and I only use it when like it matters if I'm doing a training and it would give me a rainbow. But like the main reason why I hold onto the barbecue is just so I can see all 6 of my cards. I'll probably buy some skills at the inspiration hit, just because I have 0 clocks left for this run. But the pace is honestly good. Just sucks that I used it all during junior year. Yeah, that too. Like you can save them for when you hit. I don't need another empowering. I think I'd rather just buy double speed. The empowering will come back. I really want to enter with like at least 3. Yeah, charming improves carrots. But like my main benefit use of it is literally just being able to see all 6 cards. But yeah, you should be saving it for in case you hit charming. Alright. Let's see, how bad is the inspirations? Oh, we actually hit the medium. I only hit ramp up, pace corners, and prepared to pass though. Oh wow, I hit Teo's 1-star medium. That's kind of funny. Okay, I don't know why I have 3 cupcakes. So what did I say I was gonna buy? I'll most likely buy ramp up, just so it goes out of the pool of Marvelous Sunday. And then probably, what, pace corners? I don't think I need to buy tail held high though. I could buy 777's tail held high hydrate. It's gonna feel really bad if I hit charming though. I think I'd rather just buy pace corners and ramp up to get them out of the pool. What are the odds for Teo to give it to me? I think Teo... Okay, 1 star is 5% as a main parent. And then she probably has, like, 60 affinity, which is a 60% increase. Alright, run's dead anyways. That is... Wow, this is some really unlucky... Like, my stats aren't even that bad. Okay, you cannot do this with the Triple Crown loss. Maybe I should just take the L's in junior year. Oops. Oh, and I got Skin Outbreak into a mood down from... How many mood downs did I get this run? 7? That's crazy. But yeah, 60 affinity and the 5%. I think it's like 7% chance from specifically Teo. Okay, whatever. The inspiration wasn't even that good. I'm following 4 people that have Pasa power. That's crazy. Should I give it to the person who hasn't logged in half a year? I don't know what the 2000 meter her training Ogre wasn't that bad, and I think I ran this exact deck. Okay, I think I'm getting way too much stam from my parents. I think I need to make a new Teo. I think hopefully my new Teo, or when I remake Teo, it doesn't hit Stam. So I don't think I need 440 at the Satsuki show. You always take the bottom option here, right? I can. Yeah, I don't think the hydrate's worth it. The hydrate hint. I feel like you're just gonna use your Aries Cup, Umas. Now, that's unfortunate. I hit the right-handed hint, which is really nice. Why did my speed and my wit cards change spaces? Five energy is better. Pasta hints are nice, I just hate doing power trainings. I feel like it's only worth hint chasing if it's on speed. Always gamble that both events give charming. Wow, all of these hints suck. Or all of these trainings suck. I think I'm just gonna prioritize this wit training. Wit's like the hardest stat to bring up. That's another wit training. I only do like a different training if there's 3 on it, or if it's like a hint like this. But oh, 777s. That would be nice if I wasn't running Ogre. Do I really care about hitting this? Not really. I mean, this is a triple and there's no one on wit. Oh, yikes. Debut race on 200 speed. I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't have having this much trouble on the early races with Ogre. Like, I think Gold Ship ended up using more clocks than my Ogre for the Derby. I think I have the rest here. I don't have any. Well, I guess I have. Let me think. I have. If I do this training, I can go up to 50, and then I still can't do the next training anyways. Resting at least guarantees I do the 2 here. Fuku's fully... How's my Fuku fully bonded? Pasta doesn't matter. Okay, 2 wit lets me train late September. No, I have 0 speed. I think I'd rather get the prepared to pass in here than the stats. Taking the stats, I think, makes me not able to train late September. What are Ogre's growths? 10 speed, 10 stam, 10 power. Oh, that's 15 speed, 15 stam. Never mind. Yeah, I just haven't been doing speed clicks. Let's see if I get lucky and not have to use any clocks. No mood up is unfortunate. Will I get my first mile win? At 15 speed, like, you should not be running more than 2. No, you have to take the energy option here, right? Yeah, the bottom one ends the chain. Okay, this isn't funny anymore. Can they please show up on speed? That's not the stat I want to buy. Yeah, I'm gonna buy one. I like having like 2-ish power ankles when running Pasa, because Pasa by herself can do a rainbow for 12th place is crazy. Pasa by herself can usually get you like 60 speed on a click with a during summer. Okay. Forgot what was in the shop. I do this over. I don't like dropping races. Maybe I should have dropped the race. Did I just get killed by an all-seeing eye? Oh, she doesn't even have all-seeing eyes here. Alright, last clock, last clock. It's because I wasn't in great mode. Maybe a really bad gamble off of just 120 energy. And no one's in speed. Actually, no one's anywhere worth training. Did I just do 5 races in a row? Nah, I don't think it's worth gambling. Is it time? Okay, let me... Alright, let's see if we win. Let me make sure I record this one because I don't think I uploaded my last CM. The record button's not working. Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so we ended off rounds 1 and 2 with a 72.5% win rate. I got demolished during round 2. I kept pushing up into like 4th place, and I didn't have Budding Blossoms on either of my Umas, which I think was their downfall. Like, I think I probably would have been high 80s if I ended up putting Budding Blossoms on both of these. They had a really good like top 3 rate, and like I just needed Budding Blossoms to get it there for me. So like I shouldn't have had Nemesis here and Triumph Impulse here. I should have just made a Nishino Flower parent, which I did end up pulling for. I just didn't do runs on it. Still have yet to win any miles. This is our attempt to win my first mile. I've won every other distance. I did win last Gemini, since it was a long. Alright, into the room. It's 5 ends, 4 frontliners. The Pace Chaser is Nishino Flower. With medium S. Looks like they upped their medium aptitude in order to do some more races. They're running a backliner Tamamo Cross. And that's not theirs. And then an Narita Taishin. Okay. The other is a triple front comp, it looks like, with Daiwa, Kita, and Smart Falcon. Alright, most likely gonna lose Trust and Cheer here. So I really hope that I don't lose this because I ended up not getting Budding Blossoms on my Umas. Because most likely one of my Umas is going to be stuck in 5th place, since there's only 4 frontliners. It looks like it's going to be Ogre. Ideally, I stay in 6th place, and like my Ogre holds onto this 5th. But I need my Taishin also to beat out another end closer, or else she loses access to Nemesis, and then she's too far back. But Ogre's holding this pretty well. She also does have Corner Connoisseur, so I can always try to rely on that as a gamble. And never mind, can't rely on Corner Connoisseur as the gamble. Alright, we passed the 50% mark, so I need my Taishin to push up into 7th, which she is struggling to do. Oh, my Taishin got jailed behind the other Umas. Oh no, I have no Nemesis. My Ogre only has straightaway spurt. I think I lost this. My Umas just did not push up. Yeah, my Taishin got jailed here. I don't think it's enough, like, even with this duel, I don't think I catch up. Super late T-pulse, yeah. At least to a Kitas in black, that's crazy. Alright, let me look at the other Taishin. How did I ended up losing with Kenai to this other Taishin in positioning. Where is she? I needed to hit, yeah, Nemesis wins me that there. Okay, at least I didn't lose because I didn't have Budding Blossoms. I lost because I lost to this Taishin in mid-race. She has the same amount of mid-race as me. I just got unlucky. Wait, she actually almost has the exact same stat line as me. Yeah, I just lost the coin flip for 7th place. We literally just have the exact same Taishin. Did I late start? Or did my... or was it my Marozensky that I got late started? Wow, even with Watchful Eye, I couldn't overtake this Taishin. I think Cross is a lot harder to overtake there. So I think I literally just lost the coin flip against this Taishin. Really? It was because of a late start? I heard the late start noise, I just didn't know if it was... How do I rewatch this again? Do I have to claim it first? That is unlucky. Okay, I have to claim it first. Thank you, Okage, for the 5 gifted membership. I literally lost because I didn't proc Nemesis. Let me see this again. Like, was it really just the late start into getting jailed? Yeah, there's the late start. I mean, she pushed up to 7th, and then she just lost positioning afterwards. Like, the late start didn't affect me all that much. I think I just lost the early race. The early mid-race. It was just... Yeah, Taishin just didn't proc anything here. And then she got 8th here, and then she just got stuck here. Without... Right. That's unfortunate. I almost passed the cross, but Tail 9 activated, and then I think the other Taishin hit, yeah, 3 skills. So I got stuck 8th place. Could have been a late start difference, but I think it's more so I just got unlucky with the skill procs. Can't even... Like, I mean, I guess if... I don't even know if Ogre would have had access to Let's Pump Some Iron. But if I hit Nemesis there, I hit the duel way earlier. And I definitely think I make up the... like 1 3/4 length difference here. Yeah, it's unfortunate. They literally just had a carbon copy of my Taishin, but they got all 3 skills procced at once. So they just had a... Like, in the end, like, my Taishin was still better than theirs, but... They bullied me out of the Nemesis positioning. Like, I don't even think running my Maru as, like, an actual front blocker would have done anything. Like, if we replayed that exact scenario, even with Maru being an actual front runner. Well, actually, no, if she was an actual front runner, I could, like, obviously try to beat out this Kitasen for first, but I wouldn't have ran an actual front runner, so it would have just been a blocker. And I think with a blocker, it's even worse, right? Because my Taishin would have been stuck in 9th place. Like, my late race is a little bit better. Missing the stam here for, like, 30 speed. Missing another 26 speed here. So, I was, like, 60 speed faster with T-Pulse over this Taishin. Or actually, this Taishin also has T-Pulse. But I was 60 speed faster than this one at the end, which is why I was able to eke out second place. But I don't think blocking this Kitasen would have done anything, because then my Taishin wouldn't have pushed up as far. Like, I needed a backliner in order to hit Nemesis. I don't know. Maybe I would have been able to overtake. Oh well, that's unfortunate. I mean, this Kita isn't that bad. Double S, like, decent stats for Course Menace. No Flancha. Has Firm Course Menace for Radiant Star. I mean, good for them, right? Like, they had... Ah, that's unfortunate. I am 0 for 4 on all the miles. It's because I didn't run Haro. I had to be taken out. Right. Ended up second here. That is unfortunate. Like, I don't think there's anything different I really could have done. No! My carrots. My 700 carrots. Alright, let me pull up the... actually, let me keep the tag up. But let me pull up the... I wasn't very confident into going into this, I didn't save the plat title like I did last time. What is this? But we did hit Gemini Gold. I can put this below me. That way if anyone comes in, they can see I'm a jobber with my second place. How do I center this? There we go. Actually, I think it's better if I just leave it up here. Minus 5 pulls. Let me beat up Cross real quick. Could have gotten third. That is true. I should wonder what's... I think I've gotten third in a CM, right? I think I gotten third on Haru. Yeah, let me finish up this cross. Maybe I go for 5-star cross. I think after this, I'd be like 120 stars off of 5-star cross. After this legend race. I didn't even pull for cross, it was just all from the free pulls. Yeah, I wonder if without the late start, I would have had a better shot there. Is Cross better off running end or late in Grand Live? It's kind of hard to say. For the Arima Keenan, like, she doesn't have a recovery, so it's kind of hard to bring lose yourself. So I want to say, like, you would still rather run Cross as an end closer. Is it the second day for the cross? No, this should be the third day. So you should have done 9 crosses. Tomorrow is going to be Dodo. Is that the other one on this track? Today's the last day of cross. Yeah, I don't think we have enough stam for you to... I think cross can only be ran as a late surger on unlocking tracks once Manhattan Cafe comes out. Because I think you need a stam card, like a stam recovery card, if you want to run lose yourself. I mean, it's a Rimakinen. Like, maybe you can try to get away with superior heal and get enough stam where a 1.5 recovery is enough. It's kind of hard to say. 1.5 recovery, I don't know if it's enough with Symbolic Chrysalis as your only stam card. But then again, Cross has like a 20% stam growth rate, right? I just don't know if 20% stam growth rate and like a 1.5 recovery is enough HP for the Arima Keenan. No, I didn't claim this. Let me just claim these now. That stops bugging. Unfortunate. Alright, let me see what I've placed in the miles. So it's just whatever I don't have a platinum in, right? So I placed. Wait, do you get gold? You get gold only for second, right? So I got second in. Okay, let me see. I got second in this one, second in Virgo. Where else is there? Where's the other miles? Not Pisces. Second in Aquarius. One. Wait. I lost 4 miles. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 3. Why do I only see 3? Am I blind? What was the other mile? So second in Aquarius, which is the dirt. Second in Gemini, which is the one that we just did now. Oh, Cancer here. Okay, I got third in Cancer. So 3 seconds, 1/3 for all the miles. And then I've won every other distance. But yeah, I just cannot win a mile for the life of me. Should have ran double Watchful Eye Taishin. Double Watchful Eye Taishin actually wins me there. Was it Cancer? The triple 8 star? Actually, let me see. That one I did. I literally just didn't upload the Derby, I think. I think I've uploaded every other CM Finals. Let me see. How bad was Cancer? Cancer. Oh, did I not upload Cancer? Okay, maybe I didn't upload all of them. Cancer. Oh, it was a Haru run? Okay. Let's see. I can get striked by watching my own CM, right? Alright, let's see. What did I... It does say take it home Harus. Oh, was Cancer the one where I built a... Cancer was the one where I built an S Maru and I was the solo frontrunner, right? Like it was 8 backliners and I lost to like Gold Ship or something. Let me see. Alright, let me mute myself. Yeah, I think this is the one where I ran the blocker and and Grass Wonder. Let me see. I was number 1 and number 4 favorite. Yeah, I think both my Umas had their 2-star outfits still. Haru had 2-star and Grass Wonder had 2-star. No, it wasn't a triple 8 start. But no, it was solo frontrunner Maru, blocker, and I think I just got really unlucky with the positionings. So this was like a straight up gamble with this backliner pack. I mean, without the Maru, it would have been a lucky late surger. Who would have won the lucky late surger? Oh, my Grass Wonder probably would have won the lucky late surger if I didn't run Maru. I think she came out second place out of the gate. So yeah, I think it would have been lucky late surge or Grass Wonder if I didn't end up running this. But I think this Taishin exited pace down mode really well. And then I just lost to Encroaching Shadow. Would have actually blocked the front runners there. My Maru is pretty good. Oh, as good as it could have been. Pulled Maru just to end up blocking nothing. Want to say the energy's better than here, since I can train the first day of Classic here. Yeah, I think that Grass Wonder was my triple S Grass Wonder, right? I think that Grass Wonder I did in one run, and it was Turf S, Mile S, Late S. It's always the hopeful stakes. Alright. Should be able to do 120 energy this turn, and then I'll just do the opening race for currency. Are there global players that have won every CM? Yes. I think Fantasy is still one of them, right? I don't think Fantasy's lost one. Do I want to buy double power? Probably not. Okay, I wanted to do a 20 energy here, but I think I just take this wit training and move on with my life. Neither of my power cards are anywhere close. That's kind of funny. Is Fantasy a whale? Yeah, Fantasy is like fully meta. They just play whatever the meta comp is. Okay, weird to get kicked out. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna do this wit training, and then we're gonna double race, I think. Unless this next training is crazy. These give the same stats, right? Yeah, this training is not that great. So I'm just gonna race for 10 currency, or 100 currency. No, last man CM, are we gonna start watching the first quad doms? I don't think people are gonna do quad doms for... Well, you can't really do quad doms for the sprint. You're just bringing 2 dominators. I don't think that's very effective for a sprint. No, let's do the 1800 Tokyo track. Holy. Wait, I don't think I've ever lost this much on Christmas Ogre. Like, I know she doesn't have a unique, but... Like, I generally don't use all my clocks before the first Triple Crown. This 564 has some weird niche tech with non-debuff golds. On an actual ace, 564 just, like, is not very effective since it can trigger, like, any gold, right? Like, I wouldn't say... Like, it's just not worth spending SP on a gold and 564. You're spending 400 SP for the potential to have another gold skill. Generally, like, it's just not worth the... I might buy the speed training. Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna buy the speed training. Because I have so much currency. Yeah, maybe I didn't believe in Corner Connoisseur hard enough. If I trusted Ogre a little bit more, maybe she would have delayed her Corner Connoisseur proc. But yeah, the odds that you hit 564 on the specific gold that you're like trying to hit is just not worth the gamble. What about Summer Gold Ship as an ace? You can, yeah, on Summer... I can't use my last clock here. On Summer Gold Ship, like the idea behind Summer Gold Ship was so you can use Inside Scoop on like a medium track or... what was their other skill? Because her two golds are conflicting. One of them is a long track, and then one of them is a medium track. So like the idea was that Gold Ship would be able to use both of them on any track. But it's still a bad gamble, since it can activate during the Excel Zone. .564 also just is really bad in terms of how much target speed it gives you. It's 5 seconds, I think, of 0.15. So you have to get lucky that it hits the gold skills that you would want it to proc in order to like expand on it. So I don't know. Usually it's not worth it. Those corner recovery, nimble nav, and Uma stand. No medium S, and I have like 0 clocks remaining. How much stam do you need if you aren't Christmas Agree? Around like 800. Plus or minus 800. What do you think Open League for CM17 is going to look like with 564 Murmur existing? Christmas Ogre. I think Open League should just be plagued with Christmas Ogre. Farther back liner you go, you can probably get away with like 750 to like 780. But I would try to aim for about 800 on all positions. Maybe a little bit more as a pace chaser. The issue with this track is like while there is a lot of downhill, a lot of the downhill is during the late race. So like your spurt for your power is still going to be delayed if you're relying on like living with 1% left over at the end of the race. So you need to overstand by like 2-ish%, I would say. I don't know why I'm buying so many cupcakes. You want to overstand by about 2%. So you're not relying on the downhill wit checks. Can 564 proc a gold that is on cooldown? I think it has to come off of cooldown for 564 to proc it. Like, it has to be eligible to be procced. So if like there was no cooldown for the skill and you already procced it earlier, it wouldn't be eligible for a proc. Like when it procs the skill just goes off. All it does is bypass any of the distance or like positional requirements. But the skill, it removes all conditions, but the skill still needs to like be eligible to be procced. But I can imagine Open League isn't just all Christmas Ogres for the dirt. And I don't understand. My chat for like my YouTube chat is trying to translate all of, like a lot of the things you guys type. Does it bypass running requirement styles? Yeah, it'll bypass running requirement styles. I just don't think it just doesn't bypass like the cooldown. So if a skill already went off earlier, it won't go off again. So you can't hit... okay, Professor Curvature is not a good example. Trying to think of a skill example that... Like, you can't hit taking the lead again, I think. Off of... That's a good example. Like, you wouldn't be able to hit taking the lead, assuming it went off. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hit that again. If it didn't go off, then taking the lead is eligible for 564. But anytime you guys type like an Uma name, it like translates it for me. Like El Condor Pasa and El both get translated for some reason. I remember that I said that Throne is not mandatory on the sprint because we get the stats anyways. Was a good substitute. Yeah, Boxing Guts for frontliners. For backliners, you can use Throne. Since it's a wit card and like every card. But I think if you're running pace, which you should be on the sprint, I think you'd rather run Boxing. I don't know why you would run a backliner on the sprint, but if you are running a backliner on the sprint, you can use Throne. But I think I'd rather run... because the sprint should just be all pace chasers. I don't know what else you're running, but like in high spirits, it's a really good skill. Top 5, which you should be as a pace chaser. Most pace, like, honestly, every lobby should just be 9 pace chasers, or a front runner if someone's feeling daring. But you would want in high spirits. But I think this card is, yeah. This card could give you the white version. Boxing's is like a really strong guts card. 35% rainbows. Training effectiveness kind of doesn't really matter. I mean, it helps if it lands on like wit or speed, but it has a really fat friendship bonus. 35%. Am I thinking of running Haru for the first Grand Live CM? Yeah, I'm gonna run Haru for the first Grand. I'm gonna try not run a debuffer. Shoot. I want to do the Dirt Derby this turn, but the speed training I think is too good to pass up. I had to do one race, right? Because this will expire at the Rose Stakes. Well, I have to think about this turn. So I can't buy this. I have to do one summer race and then the Rose Stakes to afford the hat. And I think I have to skip this Dirt Derby for the speed training. So I think I can just buy this. I can buy these two. Replace one of my summer trainings with a race, and then race the Rose Stakes for it. I think that's the plan. No specialty priority. Yeah, I mean that's a downside. You wouldn't want to run it with Haru. But specialty priority's kind of fake, honestly. Kind of sucks missing out on the first dirt. Hopefully I don't have to run a debuffer. My ideal comp is Christmas Ogre pace, Kapani Riki pace, and then Haru probably end closer. Yeah, I guess I should have skipped that faculty upgrade. Do I do another race here? I don't think so. But I kind of don't really have the energy. If I drink both of these, I think I have enough to do one training. Yeah. Alright, let's just do this. There is a double wit here. I mean, I can still afford it, which isn't that bad. And then we'll do the speed. Ooh, I don't have a speed ankle. But I can't really buy this, since I wouldn't be able to afford the Scholar's Hat. Okay, I probably should have just gambled on the 9%, honestly. Yeah, I kind of inted by buying that speed upgrade earlier. So I'm -2 speed ankles. Let's do the Nakayama. Did I like Grand Live as a scenario when it dropped in JP? Grand Live's on the same tier as Unity for me. I don't think the scenario is that fun. It's just Rainbow Click Simulator. I think it's more RNG than the explosions. It's very heavy on specialty priority. Was I sad that Mant was over? No, because you still have to do Mant Parents. So I was not sad that it was over because you still have more Mant to play. Alright, let's just buy off with this the 3 recoveries I need. Hopefully that's enough. I was kind of sick and tired of Mant when I think at the end of Grand Live. So I would not say I was sad that Mant was over. But Grand Life was less fun than Mant for me. Though it is a breath of fresh air. Like, I wouldn't say I want to play Mant for the rest of my life. I'm not that insane. Like, I think Mant is a good scenario outside of the length of it. But I would not want to play it for more than half a year. I don't think I want to buy those good carrots. Yeah, I'm so poor. Grand Life parents aren't even co-opable? No. I don't think you can hit... Sorry, I was thinking. I don't think it's possible to hit double S by doing... while, like, even just doing all the G1s. Can I win this as pace? I think I live this even if Festival doesn't go off, right? Tannhauser has Unruffled. Which scenario did I enjoy the most prior to quitting? I really liked Mecha. I think Mecha was my favorite scenario. But then again, Mecha, I don't know if I liked Mecha because it was... Actually, no, Mecha was not the first 4 months long scenario. I think UAF was. It was like UAF was the first one. I really liked Mecha. I quit because of Twinkle Legends. I look down on people who... well, I don't look down, but I do not agree with people who think Twinkle Legends is good. That scenario sucked for me. I have to buy this energy drink for the Mile Championships. I'm gonna do 5 races here. Especially since I dropped the Japan Cup, I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these are the 5 I'm gonna do. I don't like doing 5 in a row senior year, since it's kind of hard to come back. Yeah, the Affinity is like really hard to lose. You also just get less SP in Grand Live if you're doing optional races. Like, if you try to do only G1s in Grand Live, you will just get less SP than doing a 39 race career in Mant. Like, the scenario is terrible for parenting. Grandmasters is more copable since if you do all the G1s, also that's when the affinity change comes out. If you do all the G1s in Grandmasters, you get about 3k SP. Doing all G1s in training. So you only go back to Mant if you needed to fix aptitudes. Or fix races. Sorry, turn off career races. You would go back into... Because like Dober, for example... Or, yeah, Dober is like really rough to make as a parent once we have career events back. I already have one of these. I kind of don't want to buy another. What do I think the average CM ace rank is going to look like in Grand Live? It should be UG. UF is like the chase. Like hitting UG now is like trying to hit UF. But like every UMA should be, like the baseline should be UG. If you want to be competitive. I mean, 400, like if you just get the exact same Mant stats and then just tack on 400 speed, it's UG. Unlucky. And we got our mood back. Huge. Alright, let's go ahead and use this hand cream. I might buy one more hand cream. Actually, there's no need. I'm not gonna do any more crazy races, I think. I don't have the cupcakes, I think, to like spam another 4 streak. I don't really want to spend the coins on it after I wasted it all on it's fast learner hat. Does Open League get a bump in Grand Live or not? No, I don't think so. I think the next one should be in Grandmasters. I think it says here. Sorry, 3rd year. Open. No. Well, maybe not. I thought this update history told us when. Well, maybe not. I thought the next one was in Grandmasters. Open. Oh, I have to translate this whole page. Maybe it's not called open. Okay, I don't think this shows it. But I don't think there's one in Grand Live. When did we get debuff banned CMs? The first one was in Design Your Island. So very far off from now. The first ever CM of Design Your Island was no debuffs. You've seen some comments say 1600 speed in Grand Life is fake. Any idea why? On release, 1600 speed was 50 extra speed. So on release, 1600 speed meant that you had 1250 speed. That got fixed in like 4 days, and most people see that and then be like, and just assume that's how it's gonna be on for us. But it got fixed in like 4 days. I don't know how that is still spreading. I mean, I think most content creators didn't play JP, which is why it spreads so much. This is rough. How much stam would Derby need to count for multiple 5/6/4s? Yeah, probably around... without a recovery skill? I don't even know if you can do it without a recovery skill. Like, I don't think it's worth chasing that much stam. I think it's better to just try to grab a recovery skill to tank it. But like the Derby... Yeah, you would probably need like 1k and a gold. And the gold would need to go off. My stat line is not that great. I'm like severely... I'm like 100 stats behind. Yeah, I don't know if the first... I mean, I feel like the first CM should be all 5/6... I don't know. Global really likes Christmas Ogre, so I feel like it's just gonna be double 5/6/4 Christmas Ogre for our first CM. Alright, let me buy the Pace Chaser skills now. Actually, no, I'll wait till Inspo for it. Since I'll play the last time I can hit it. I mean, like, you need Dominator to beat out another Christmas Ogre, but 5/6/4 guarantees that it's just a Christmas Ogre showdown. You lost to a Pace Tachyon with your Taishin. I don't know what, like, how frontrunners got such good PR. Like, frontrunners are still the strongest on a mile. The frontrunners have some crazy PR. Like, all they do... all it is just them complaining about how hard it is to train one, but it's like, it's still the strongest strategy on the track. Oh, I can't. I don't think I want to skip the Osaka High here. I don't know. I think Speed Eater is just such a stupid skill. And the fact that like the 2 best Umas come with Speed Eater. Like, it's so much harder to lose to 8th and 9th end closers. Alright, do I hit medium S off my 1-star Tokai Teo? I can't really talk, I'm building a Christmas Ogre. Alright, run's dead. Unfortunate. I think I hit like most of the skills I wanted. Max Blessings. We hit... Oh, I didn't hit Summer. Like, we hit Nimble Nav. Killer Tunes. What else do we have? I think I had Uma Stan and All I've Got. I guess I didn't hit Groundworks out of my Sparks. But Medium S is unplayable. No Uma has Speed Greed. Okay, I don't think I should be running this Tokai Teo. I think I should just go back to making parents. I think 1-star medium is just not good. I don't know. It's so much medium Sparks, though. Like, it's like a 2-star medium would up my percentage by 10%. Or sorry, 3-star. 3-star medium ups my percentage by like 10%. Or is it like 13% with affinity? Should I grind more Teo runs so I have a 13% chance higher to hit the medium S? Or am I supposed to just make more? More Teos. I don't have anything to use my borrows on. So like I feel like I should just go for another attempt. I'm making 0 progress because like I wouldn't even be satisfied with this Ogre. I mean, frontrunners have like what, Restart? Restart's a bad skill. They have Restart. What other bad skills do frontrunners have? I don't know why I can only think of Restart. It's Restart. Final Push is kind of bad, and Second Wind. I think those are their like 3 bad skills that they don't want. I guess Moxie. So they have 3 skills that they don't want. That is front exclusive. Pace has what? 3 recoveries. 3 recoveries, tactical tweak. Like there's only 4 skills. Or disorientate as well. So Pace has 5 skills they don't want. So I think it's 3 to 5. It's Final Push, Second Wind, Restart, right? Those are the 3 you don't want as a front runner. You want everything else. Or I guess Moxie then, if you want to include recoveries. It's 4 to 5. Like I don't think that's like a big difference. Thunderbolt Step is a medium exclusive, so anybody can get it. Like, that's just a bad skill for every position, since they can all get it. What did Pace have? They don't want a small breather or Beast Still, right? Those 2 are bad. Fearless is kind of bad. It's a really bad gamble on a medium track. Sharp Gaze, Studious, Fighter. Full Throttle. Laser just has 7 skills they don't want. So it's 4 for pace, 4 for front, 5 for pace, 7 for late. End closers have 3 recoveries. Masterful Gambit I can see right through you, strategist, and intense gaze. That's also 7. So it's 4 bad skills for front, 5 bad skills for pace, and then 7 for late end. I think is the breakdown. Did I win? I got second place. I got I got gapped by a Kitasen because my Taishin was stuck 8th place and couldn't Nemesis. I mean, like, both... I just got unlucky. Like, it wasn't a... What am I trying to say? I don't think it was, like, a loss that, like, I couldn't agree with. It was just unlucky that I got outpositioned. They had all of the... There was 4 end closers, and we all had the same amount of mid-race, and I was just unlucky that I was the last place with Taishin. I mean, maybe she wouldn't have been last place of all the end closers if she didn't late start there, but... I don't think I really want to blame it on that late start. Well, I mean, I'm going to blame it on late start because I was probably the most unlucky of the 4. But yeah, getting Nemesis and then initiating that duel earlier probably would have let me caught up to the or pushed up me far up enough to duel. Because I got really stuck in 6th place, and I couldn't duel anyone just because of the positioning. Alright, this is most likely going to be this whip click. Would I run any version of Fuku for CMs at any point? I mean, if I get full armor, maybe. I would not run base Fuku, though. I think base Fuku is just... not ideal. But if I get full armor, I might think about it. None of these trainings are good. I think I'd rather just do the speed training so I can maybe win these early races. Yeah, I would only run Fuku if I got her full armor version. Is this enough for fine motion? Almost. Would I have won with Haru? If it had the exact same stats as my Taishin, maybe. Since at least her unique would have went off in 8th place. Like, if my Haru was where Taishin was... Actually, I don't know, because without encroaching shadow, it's a lot harder to say. Does base Fuku even have a unique? I think she needs to be blocked during the late race. You have to be like 3rd or lower during the late race and like fully blocked in front of you. So yeah, she basically has like no unique. It's not like Nimble Nav where like the updated Nimble Nav where like you can be blocked on by the side. You have to just be fully blocked. And it doesn't come with any lane movement. So you'd have to activate it and then naturally move out of the way. I'm gonna run Double Dom Ogre. Oh no, I'm gonna run Hishi Amazon as well. So I'd have to do the full legacy for Hishi Amazon. Ogre's a little bit easier because I already had the Pace Chaser parents from the last time I ran her. Alright, give me Charming. No. Oh, I have no way of taking this training. I would really like to take this training though. I guess it gives me no bonds, so it's whatever. I'll take the guts here. I think the 15 guts is worth more than the 17 SP you get from the hint. Yeah, one-on-ones is more of a skill. Honestly, one-on-one isn't like that bad of a skill. You just cannot work on miles since it happens at the final straight. But one-on-one, as long as you're 4th place or lower during the corner and you overtook somebody, you get the last straight condition. Which should happen as an end closer. It's not like 100% consistent. Does Shishi Amazon have anything going for her? No. She's just a worse, like, gold chip. But I don't want to run gold chip anymore. I ran gold chip 3 times. And she won 2 of them, so I don't want to run gold chip again. So I'm just gonna run Hishi Amazon as my end closer. But she's just worse than gold chip. End closers just would much rather have mid race. Yeah, she would have won if she got 2nd, I think, in the Satsuki show, but I was running a. Wow, my Fuku has 0 bond. I was running a Christmas Ogre who ended up winning. I think a lot of my off-meta picks end up getting 2nd place. Oh, I mean, gold chip wasn't that off-meta for the Satsuki show. Like, Teo got 2nd, Biwa got 2nd. But it's not a true win if I don't beat out my own meta Uma. Why need another grilled carrots? I mean, it's for Fuku. It's Fuku and both my power cards that have no bond. Yeah, Christmas Ogre. I mean, Christmas Ogre is strong. I didn't put that much effort in my Christmas Ogre though. My Ogre like didn't have Boomistan, I think. I put more effort into the gold chip for all of it actually. So maybe if I put a little bit more effort into my Ogre, she would have obviously came out on top. Like, I knew that Ogre was just enough for for the CM, so I didn't. Like, I don't think I needed doing the stand on it outside of going for Lucky Pace. The front debuffer is pretty good to. I think it was also just like nobody was playing fronts, right? I think for the Sasuke show I ran front debuffer, which punished a lot of the Ogres since they got paced down. I think Gold Chip, Christmas Ogre, Dom would outperform a Christmas Ogre double Tom's intended with percentage. Yes, I think so. Or like I think double front Christmas Ogre is still like the highest win rate. Because double front is still just very strong. It's just, you have to end up building a strong enough double front to tank the double Doms. What do I have? I have 4 grilled carrots. I need to stop buying these carrots. Wow, terrible trainings though. I think I'd rather just race here and try to save up some more currency. Do I have any strong feelings about debuffers, or am I just indifferent? I mean, I think it is annoying, right? Like, I've been running double... I've been only running 2 aces because I feel like getting hit by 2 doms is a lot harder to win. If you get hit by 1 dom, it's not that bad. So, like, I do find it annoying that, like, most of the times I'm running 1, but I think it's fine. Like, it allows a more competitive environment since people can spend more effort on 1 ace. So I'm, like, kind of indifferent about it. Like, I would never run double dom or double debuffer solo ace, but, like, I think it has a place in CM. Outside of CM debuffers, I think that's just, like, mean. Because, like, Dominator is just, like, a... Dominator doesn't change the environment of, like, who you can bring, but Murmur does. Like, I think Murmur has no place in this game. But I think Dominator is fine. Obviously, it sucks because, you know, Christmas Ogre is so strong that she's very reliable with the double doms. Like 70% is really high to gamble on with solo ace. Like, if Christmas Ogre wasn't in the game, I guess, then I think debuffers are fine. I ran debuffers in the OG Gemini. I probably did. I cannot remember what I ran for the original long. Did I run a front debuffer? I think I just ran a pace down Uma. I mean, I guess that is a debuffer. Wait, did I run a pace down Uma? I don't remember what I ran. I know I ran Gold Ship. I don't remember what I ran. What else I ran. I definitely ran it for the original... Or the first Derby. I definitely ran a debuff, or Dominator. Because I was trying to push back against all the nice natures. And I still believe that, like, it was the correct option. Because Gold Ship was so rampant. I don't think... Well, I didn't build an air group debuffer. I do not believe in dazzling disorientation. But I'm pretty sure I ran a pace down Uma. Wow. Yippee. 4 hints to Shrewd Step. Just what I want. What would I do without a max hint Shrewd Step? Okay, I'll probably just buy Nimble Nap here. I don't know if I want to go to that. I mean, my stat line isn't that bad. I feel like it's worth going to the second inspiration. Dominator feels more restrictive than Murmur. I don't know, I think once we get to Grand Live, like, 564 Murmur is going to make CMs very restrictive. But yeah, I mean, getting a linked loss from Dominator definitely does suck. Oh, it's just another rest. Wow, this is some terrible off trainings. Alright, if I don't exit summer with like 2 600 stats, I think this run's glued. Like, if I don't exit with 600 speed, 600 power, and like 500 wit, I think I'm blowing this run. But my wit for having both of my wit cards bonded being 300 is kind of disgusting. point in looking at this. Yeah, I'm gonna like, I don't know. I haven't whaled too hard. I mean, I still spent a lot on this game. I think it's like almost a year into the game. I think I've spent like 200. I will whale a lot harder when Grandmasters comes out, because I had to purchase the entire Frontrunner package. No fast learner. No fast learner and another turn without rainbow training. That is disgusting. I think I'm gonna do the speed training though. Just to try to level up the facility. I don't want to do another arrest. But I will never run a front runner in CM. Not that they're that strong at Grandmasters. I think Grandmasters is when fronts kind of fall off from. I just got no stopping need. Well, I need to get Kitasen Black and Aston Machan and Ines Fujin Valentine's. It's like, I need to get those 3 Umas for League of Heroes. There's a lot of things I want to buy. I'll just buy these 2 for now. I'm most likely doing a race here. Unless once again it's a double rainbow, which there is not. If you bring 564 Kenai, like on miles and mediums, that like people are gonna do Kenai. That is where quad doms are. Is 564 Kenai plus Dominator on a mile and medium. What else the meta front runners? There's not that many medium track. Oh my. There's not that many medium track League of Heroes, so like it's kind of only the first League of Heroes where you need Kitasen Black New Year's. But Ines Fujin is like the meta League of Heroes Uma. It's just because she's able to use Bourbon. She's Bourbon, but she can use Bourbon cards. And both Bourbon Wit and Bourbon Power are mandatory. Ines Fujin does not have a card that is like mandatory to run. My Wit is super low, even with this 80 Wit click. Is this copable? .600 power, 550, or 600 speed, 550 power, 400 wit. Like, I feel like this is still unusable. Stat lines. Our frontrunners out of meta even in turf, mediums, and miles at the moment. Oh no, in League of Heroes they're still used. But to be fair, there hasn't been a relevant medium League of Heroes in a while. I think the last medium League of Heroes outside of the dirt was in Mecha. It was the Kyoto 2200. There hasn't been a medium League of Heroes in forever. For the dirt, it was front runners. It was Ricky Parade and I think Smart Falcon Parade. They're used in dirt CMs though. The front runners. They just get banished to dirt CMs in League of Heroes. I had three cupcakes. I don't know why I bought another one. But the last mile League of Heroes, actually the last mile League of Heroes was kind of pace focused because frontrunners didn't have, like now with Tap Dance City, I think frontrunners are more viable for League of Heroes again. But the last the last mile didn't have too much front runner turnout. It was like, no, they had a decent bit of turnout. I think it was actually more weighed towards front runners. But that's because most people didn't have. Actually, no. No, it's just overall more frontliner focused. This was the last mile League of Heroes. Like, Taiki obviously was the pick for the League of Heroes, but the three frontrunners were Ines Fujin, Halloween, Top Gun, and Bracina. And there was more... It was a... Like, what is this? 55% front, because it's more likely that you're going to run double front, and then 420 pace, which was almost majority a Taiki shuttle. I mean, Kinison, New Year's, Fujin, and Helios. Yeah, if I had to pick one out of the three, I would choose Ines Fujin, I think. But Helios is really strong. Like, I was really close to highlighting it, but I think Ines Fujin is better than Helios. Like, I'd rather someone own Ines Fujin on their account than Helios. Helios, like, can only be used on miles. Ines Fujin can literally be used everywhere. Her kit's just really good as a front runner. Why is Machan mentioned? The second League of Heroes is a sprint. And I want it for this. I want Machan for this sprint. Helios can do all three. I wouldn't... I mean, she can be used... I think Suzuka is better as a runaway if you're using it for League of Heroes. Suzuka's a little bit more... You want concentration if you're doing runaway, because most often you're doing runaway on a sprint. But I want Machan for the sprint CM to run solo front. Machan's not really good in CM. I would say Pace Chaser's a little bit stronger than Machan in CMs. But if you look on both servers for the sprint CM, this is the Taiwanese server. Actually, they opted for Machan a little bit less. They did runaway, double pace. That was the popular comp instead of Machan. But for the first sprint, you're usually running double pace. Like, if we go to top 100, Taiwanese server did a 55 on Suzuka and then a 40 split onto Machan. I think Machan's a little bit better. It's just Suzuka, obviously, everyone should own. So maybe that was more popular. Like, why it was more popular. Machan was adopted more in the JP server. Yeah, Summer Suzu can only be used on medium tracks. Runaway is both a pace upper, so it gets used a lot, and Runaway gets used a lot in sprints. It's very popular in sprints. Suzuka just has concentration, which is like the skill that is basically mandatory in sprints as a pace chaser or frontliner. If you could, I would also run concentration for miles, but most Umos don't have concentration outside of like Bourbon. Should I have bought a recovery? 420 is enough on late surger, right? Okay. Yeah, her evolved concentration also comes with acceleration. So Suzuka's used a lot in sprint tracks. What is it? It's an early lead, right? It's 3 seconds of point 2. And then obviously on sprint tracks, her unrestrained is a gamble you can go for. I think I'm gonna place a couple of these hammers. We're doing 5 races. I have 400 more coins here. I should be able to afford the hammers. But yeah, Summer Suzu is very specialized in medium tracks. Like, I think it's really hard to take her out of the Takarazuka Keenan. I think that's the one she won. Right, it's the 2200. Like, her kit really wants to be used for the Takarazuka Keenan. How am I getting gapped by this Smart Falcon? Well, I'm not even getting gapped, I'm just hardcore losing. Because that means you don't need to chase taking the lead or gold groundworks on her. I think it's still worth buying gold groundworks. Probably not taking the lead though. I mean, you're not going for taking the lead on anybody. Holy, I have 0 skills. The only thing I can buy is medium corners. Wait, this run might just be cooked. I just have 0 skills. I wanted to go to the second inspiration. I bet I got Nimble Nav on this one. I already bought it. I think gold groundworks is always worth buying. Early lead is kind of weak, which is why taking the lead plus groundworks is mandatory. But groundworks is like a really cheap skill to pick up, even the gold version. It's like it's 100 for groundworks and then 160 or 180 for the gold version. Base cost is still like a 250 skill. I think it's always worth picking up. I don't think you want to try to save 150 SP or 162 SP by only picking up the a white version of groundworks. Yeah, I mean, once Bourbon Wit is... Sorry, the Gacha Bourbon Wit is too weak. And you get, like, taking the lead from... Daiwa Scarlet? No, Daiwa Scarlet gives you Top Runner. Actually, I don't think any card comes out. I have no way of getting rid of this skin outbreak. For Grandmasters, what other card other than Metro Ramona is a good pull? The ones that will always be talked about are Bourbon Wit and Jungle Pocket Speed. Those are the only two I think that are worth pulling on. Bourbon Wit for front runners allows you to run Bourbon Wit plus Ramono. And then Jungle Pocket's good for, I mean, honestly everyone, though the gold skill is for backliners. I don't think any other card during that scenario is worth talking about. Aston Machan is like super niche for sprints, so you have an access to concentration. Opera O Wit is only used for long tracks, and then Manhattan Cafe Wit is also only used for long tracks. Okay, if I rest, I'm gonna rest here, we're gonna hit well rested, and I'm gonna get rid of Skin Outbreak. I had a vision. Do I know if there's a way to filter what future cards have a specific skill on them? You just have to change it to... You have to change it to the Japanese server in the top right with the settings. If you change it to Japanese and you click on a skill, it'll tell you every card in Uma that owns that skill. But you can't do it while still accessing the global version. At least I don't think there's a way to do it. Like in the global menu. Yeah, this skin outbreak's gonna be quite rough. I might just have to spend a turn in the... I should have just infirmaried it. Instead of gambling on... What even is the well-rested chance? Like 20%? I should have just went to the infirmary. Went super poverty during Grand Live. Kita sweep Baiko. And then borrow light hello. I mean yeah, I'm not at the infirmary here. I'm not gonna gamble another well rested. I don't know, like you're saving 140 pulls on light hello. I mean, I guess you can pick up another Uma with those 140 pulls. But it's... I don't know, I feel like you want to, like, at a minimum put 200 in the scenario banner. And then you can skip everything else. But it's like, I like, Grand Live without light hello, like, I think you can play Grand Live without Tachyon perfectly fine. But Grand Live borrowing Tachyon sounds miserable. Oh, no Uma stand, no. Ah, shoot. I have so many items. I don't know if this is doable without doing the stand. Like, that sounds so jobber. Borrowing? No. Borrowing Tachyon is fine. I'm saying borrowing light hello for the scenario is very miserable. I don't know if I can live this with this little stam. I didn't even get corner recovery. I think this run is dead. No corner recovery, no Uma stan. Like, I don't think this... All I got was Nimble Nav. No. Light hello is way more important than bar. Like, imagine... Okay, the way I describe it is, imagine if... Okay, I'm not using A. I can't even use a clock on this race. Imagine if Rico gave, like, two progress tier explosions every time you trained with her. That's what Light Hello does. Like, it is super important to get the tokens from her. But if Rico gave like 2 Unity progress every time you trained with her, like, she would have been mandatory. Like, that's what Light Hello does. Light Hello gives you 10 tokens that you have the least amount of, which is always going to be Stam and Guts. And, like, it's really important that you have her for it. Like, I don't, words cannot describe how miserable Grand Live is without the 20 tokens that you can get from her. I mean, it's not consistent, right? Because it is random. It's the after trainings. But like, usually she gives you like 100 extra tokens that you would have never had access to. Light Hello gives you speed guts. The two stats she gives you are speed and guts. Most Umas should have trouble hitting speed cap. So yeah, I would say that. And also she gives you See You later. Which is Playtime's Over's gold skill, which every position can use. So like she gives you a good gold skill. She gives you tokens that are kind of hard to come by, since when you train speed and wit, you only have a 10% chance to get the stamina and the guts one. He doesn't like pulling on Light Hello because he doesn't like cards that die after a scenario. I'm sorry to say, but I don't think Uma Musume is the game for them then, because every scenario has a PAL card, and like it is. I mean, if you're not competitive, it's fine. Like, sure, just borrow Light Hello. But I think like if you wanted, it's not that expensive when there's free pulls on it. Like, I understand skipping Ancestors and Guides because it's a hard hit to pull on it. Since it doesn't have free pulls, but like I feel like Light Hello is worth it. But yeah, like you don't need any pull advice if you're not competitive in CMs. Like it doesn't matter. You will just be able to beat the scenario without. You can beat the scenario with all rare cards. But like opening up your borrow slot matters a lot. Do I watch IRL horse racing? I watch a lot at Belmont Park. I watch like maybe every other day. I'll watch a couple of races from there, and then I watch all the G1s usually. But I don't know, if you have 75 like you're gonna have 90,000 carats at the end of the banner. Like I don't. What are you saving for? Like you're just, unless you're not competitive. I guess you haven't answered that. But it's like, what's the point of saving and just slogging through the game? Like you're not really playing the game at that point. Like there's a certain amount of saving that's just overkill. Another Charming. Like I think Tachyon is perfectly skippable. But I think like for just like I think every PAL card should be pulled on outside of 2. Actually, I don't mind using 5 energy for power. This is a power event as well. Is there an NPC UG where they have to beat for an event or scenario or something? I mean, there's like the Masters Challenge, which you kind of need good cards for, but the Masters Challenge comes out like way later, and I think like you probably can't beat it with just rare cards. But by then, you should have mostly SRs, and I think you can build for it. The Masters Challenge is like supposed to be the hardest PvE event. I don't know. Fully skipping the friend card is disgusting to me. Oops, that's the wrong agenda. Alright, hopefully early Charming is enough. Alright, Wit click into another Speed click. use the growth carrots here, get Tachyon bonded, and then take this Wit click. Alright, that's Tachyon and double speed bonded. Is there even a power card that you need Max Limit Break to use? The Design Your Island Tucker is pretty much mandatory to have at level 45. Losing a construction on your island is really bad. Like you're losing like, I want to say like 400 stats and 200 SP by not having a level 45 Tucker. Yeah, Tucker and Ancestors and Guides are the two power cards that I wouldn't question being borrowed. I think it makes sense as a free-to-play if you don't want to pay that scenario tax, because it's kind of disgusting from side games. Oh, I'm gonna die. Side game releases so many gooms in a row. What should you do at that point? You just have to pick and choose. It is way too expensive to own every character. Like, you're just gonna have to... you're just gonna have to suck it up and realize that this is a gacha game. I'm surprised I'm still caught up on JP's mechanics information, considering that I quit a while ago. I mean, I only quit in Twinkle Legends. But I talked to a lot of like people who are still currently playing the scenario. Like, it's only been, what, 3 scenarios since I quit? I don't know. I don't think Umamu's Males is like that hard to keep up with the meta. There's always just going to be... Like, all you do when a new character releases is you just compare it to whatever was strongest in that position. And, like, obviously I don't know, like, I don't know. Most scenarios is like a 2-page read. So, it's not too hard to keep up with it. Obviously, if you asked me for a guide right now of Beyond Dreams, I would not be able to do that for you. But I know all the mechanics in it. Is special weeks okay as an inherit? It's not ideal. It's only 0.15 target speed duration. And then the awkward thing... Okay, so I actually no. I don't think it's good. Because it's increased target speed when you pass somebody during the late race. 9 times out of 10, that is super early. Because you're going to pass like the 4th place runner or whatever. Special Weeks Inherit is a lot better when it gets turned into current speed. So I wouldn't inherit Special Week. Because you're going to have more acceleration than like the person in front of you. It's like almost guaranteed. So I would not... What is it? Shooting Star? Is that what it's called? I would not pick that up. Is OG Teo good? What is that? Teo Step? Teo Step, I think is fine. You have to be like 3rd place, right? 3rd place on the final stretch. And you're trying to overtake someone, I think that's fine. How long does it take for a new account to get caught up making competitive Umas? It's almost... always a scenario, new players will re-roll on, like, the best way to get into Umamusume is re-roll, like let's say you want to get into JP right now, you would wait until the ramen banner came out, re-roll to max limit break whatever card came out on it, and then you would spend the entire scenario saving for the next scenario. And then by then you'll have like 4 out of 6 of your deck. But I think like Umamusume is impossible to get into if you're not getting in at an anniversary and re-rolling on the anniversary banner. Like that's, I think, one of the biggest problems with for this game to retain players is that if you ever went into the game outside of the scenario banner, it's like impossible to play because you're stuck borrowing the PAL card. Yeah, I saw that I got left-handed here. I don't know why they, like, Side Games doesn't just have a permanent banner running throughout a scenario with a scenario card. Just so new players that join can actually play the scenario. But yeah, it'll always take at a minimum 4 months to get competitive, since you need a pull on at least 2 supporter card banners, and then it takes another scenario on top of that in order to, I guess, be more competitive. Do I think Grand Live Drop is a good time for a new player to enter? I think it's fine. I think it's honestly worse. Grandmasters is worse, because you're forced to borrow Ancestors and Guides, and your only card is Mejo Ramonu Wit. Like, I think it's worse to join during Grandmasters. I don't know if you can play the game with your only SSR being Mejo or Ramonu Wit. Grand Live, you'll have a speed card with Tachyon, and you'll have Light Hello, so you can at least borrow a second card. Assuming they are re-rolling on the banner. I think this game is really hard to play if you don't re-roll on the banner you're entering in at. Alright, let's do the speed training. It's... what, like 30 speed? If a new player joins in the middle of a scenario, then pulling it to play with it for about 2 months, terrible anyways. I think re-rolling on like I'm assuming you mean like if the scenario banner lasted the entire scenario. I think if you're re-rolling on that, because like 9 times out of 10 it's never worth re-rolling on the banner that you join in on. Unless, I guess if the banner was only the supporter card, yes, it's bad. I guess I'm more so saying that like the scenario banner that comes out with the good card should last the entire scenario. So like Casino Drive and Forever Young Witch should last the entire scenario instead of being limited to just the scenario start. So that way you have at least one good card. Now I don't mean like them making a new banner with just the PAL card. How many carrots are available at the moment for rerolls? I actually don't know. Yeah, rare PAL cards are like actually useless. They put too much strength into the unique effect. So the rare version is like almost always unusable. And now they also just put... They always just put the... like a good gold onto the onto the SSR. I mean, for the group cards, there isn't even an SR version. Don't know if you want to be competitive for Grand Live. The luck is as bad as Aoharu. I mean, I guess it depends on what cards you had during Aoharu. Grand Live is a lot more bearable if your whole deck is SSRs. Which I think most free-to-plays should get close to, right? Most free-to-plays should have... Well, I guess I'm probably running 2 SRs. Wow, I only got 1 skill? How did I only proc 1 skill? Actually, wait, what cards do free-to-play have? They probably have, what, Kitasen, Fine Motion? They'll have Light Hello, +1. Yeah, they should have mostly, like, sorry, not free-to-play, day 1 players, I think is a better way to say it. Like, I don't care about this S medium that I got. How did I only hit 1 skill spark? Is Throne a must borrow for the first GM? CM? No. I just have it there because it's nice running a PAL card. It's really hard when you're running 6 SSRs to hit your events. So it's nice running a PAL card. And it's relevant just because it's speed wit, which is nice. Allows you to run solo Meijiro Ramono. You don't really want to do like Meijiro Ramono Fine Motion for that CM. Or you don't want to run double wit, so Throne gives you a bigger stat spread. Or a better stat spread, since you can rainbow anywhere. I wouldn't say it's mandatory. It's just like one of the good picks you can have. What are my bonds at right now? Really bad. Does Throne give mood ups like other PAL cards? I think Throne only has 1 mood up event. No, it has 2. It has the final date and then the date with Teo? I think Teo gives mood up. But the first training does not give mood up like the PAL cards do. Of course. Yeah, I think most day 1 players should have 5 SSRs. Right, because it would be Kitasen, Fine Motion, Light Hello, Borrow 1, and then usually you're able to afford like Marozensky on top of that. I guess 4 is more likely. Like maybe they don't want to go to 400 for Tachyon. Yeah, Mecha doesn't have a PAL, but you really want to run Air Groove during it. Not Air Groove, sorry. Air Shakur. Air Shakur is a really strong... Like, every deck should basically be running Air Shakur. Because it gives you one more... shoot, what is it called? One more slot in the robot. But that's not what the mechanic's called. Oh wait, no, I don't think it's one. No, it gives you more initial energy on your mech. And I think increases the bonuses from your mech. So Air Shakur is a really, like, is almost mandatory in mecha decks. Since she's the scenario link. Do I have the rest here? Oh, I don't have. If I take this training, I have 0 energy for the summer. That's unfortunate. Is there a CM or League of Heroes that I enjoyed? What was my favorite CM or like PvP event? I don't really enjoy League of Heroes all too much since it's very samey. I like most of the derbies. Though my favorite derby, probably the one in... Actually no, I like Ray McKinnon's more. I hate 564 Murmur. And that's like way more prevalent than in a long track. Ah, the long tracks are... I don't know. I'm having a hard time. I like the Arima Keenans and the derbies. I don't know which one would be my favorite though. Oh, fine motion isn't bonded. Okay, my stat spread is a little bit better here. I think as long as I get rainbow trainings for these 3 turns, the run is doable. I like Mecha's... Okay, actually, I think I like Mecha's Arima Keenan. That one was probably my favorite. I'm gonna cry. This would have been such a good wit training if Fine Motion was bonded. Okay, let's get the bond from here. Ugh. Oh man. Can I get a wit training? Hello? Did I not use my megaphone? Oh my, I didn't use a megaphone. Oh my. And I'm doing a second race. I'm gonna die. What am I doing, man? Do I remember what I used on Mecha's Arima Keenan CM? I think the only Uma I remember using was Summer McQueen. Okay, let me see. Let me think. I missed out on like 15 speed, 10 power. Oh my. Okay, honestly, my stats are so bad. Is there an Uma that I speak that grew on me and I want to pull? I want to pull Brian Blaze. Well, I'm gonna take it Brian Blaze. I don't think Brian Blaze is gonna be that great. But I had Brian Blaze on the JP server and I want her on my account, so I'm gonna spend the like $70 it's gonna take to get her. But I want Brian Blaze back. All the other Umas, I mean, Neo Universe I'm gonna pull for. She is meta, but I had Neo Universe as well, which is really nice. I never had Sakura Laurel, So that's gonna be exciting to play when she comes around. Yeah, because I'm gonna spend the $20 one on Austin Machan. No, the Grandmaster tickets. There's gonna be 2 tickets during Grandmasters that you can purchase. One of them's gonna go to Austin Machan, which is like the correct one. But the other one I think I'm gonna spend on Brian Blaze. And I don't think Brian Blaze is gonna be all too great. Isn't Brian Blaze still being used on long in current JP? Kind of. But she's running into the issue where she doesn't have a recovery skill. So it's really hard to bring her outside of the Arima Keenan, especially with the new mechanic. Alright, 450 stam. That should be enough for the Kikua show. Yeah, Neo Universe, and I want both of them. Like on release. So it's probably gonna eat a couple of my... Does Opera have Swinging Maestro? No, she has Breath of Fresh Air. Oh, yeah, I think Neo Universe and Sakura... Oh my. Should I have bought 777s? I do not have this issue with Tokai Teo on, like, during parent runs. I'll have like 400 stamp going into this with no recovery skills and be perfectly fine. Like, I don't think I've had... Oh, I should have bought the... Should have bought the megaphone here. You know what, I'm just gonna buy these 2 now, I think. Maybe I buy Professor of Curvature as well. Okay, I'm just gonna buy the... Whatever. We're not gonna get fast learner anyways, it's fine. But I have no more clocks. I don't remember Okri's career being this hard to do without skills. You really want to pull? Yeah, Uma banners are... It's so hard to fit in. But after Neo Universe, I'm not pulling on an Uma banner for like a year. So most of my Umas that I'm picking up are just gonna be around Grandmasters. Yeah, I'm on the normal mode. I would not be running Kiseki. Also, you would see the level up here if I was running Kiseki's mode. Yeah, like 600s across the board should be able to stat stick without skills. I'm most likely gonna pull every limited Uma. Limited Umas aren't too bad to go for, unless you hate them. Because at least on the limited Umas, the 3-star rate goes up by 50%. So you have a 4.5% on every pull to get a 3-star. Okay, honestly, losing speed stand power is not that bad. Losing wit is probably the worst case scenario from that. What are limited Umas? You can't like buy a selector ticket for them. I have 450 with 777s. And you're telling me I can't beat a 300 stam quad recovery gate kept gold ship? No, they're not collab Umas. It just means you can't ticket them or like selector them. Or whenever they do like a all banner rerun, like for example when, oh, actually I don't know when Royce and Royce releases, for example, it's an all banner rerun. The banner right before Almond Eye is like one of the banners where you can go 200, go to pity, and then pick anyone except limited Umas. Just like how we had the all banner rerun before or after the New Year's. Our next all banner rerun is Windy, I think, before Mr. CB. No, not Windy. Windy's not a 2-star. Wait, yeah, Windy's not a 2-star. Pegasus, before Duramente. Pegasus is an all banner rerun. Like, you can't selector them out of there. You can't use tickets on them. But they do have reruns for the Umas, though it's pretty far off. Stay Gold gets a rerun, like, pretty early compared to... Oh, I didn't get Skin Outbreak. You've got to be kidding me. Or buying the hat. Alright, we'll probably just do 3 races in a row. We have the... Yeah. We have the Skin Outbreak clear here. Oh, I can't buy that. So I'm gonna buy the Skin Outbreak and then do triple race to afford the hat. Since I can buy this, this hand cream for it. Oh, that's like minus... How much did I spend on my skills? 160, 160... 200. That's like minus 40 SP. Alright, we'll just do triple race here. It's fine. Take this one, and we'll buy the hat. Well, it doesn't matter. If I don't get Nimble Nav Uma Stand or Corner Recovery, it's cooked. Do I know what card I'm pulling after Ramono? After Ramono. I haven't really decided. I don't really... Because I play too many of, like, the other Umas. That I don't know if I'm going to pick up McQueen Wit. Mainly because, like, paces just aren't that strong. But I don't know if I can afford Symboli Rudolph Wit. Unless I get lucky during my Uma pulls. Yeah, I'm gonna borrow Bourbon Wit for League of Heroes. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna pull Symboli Rudolph Wit. McQueen's not that big of an upgrade. I think I'd rather just wait till Symboli Rudolph Wit. I don't think I'm gonna play Late Surges all that much to pull for Daring Tact. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna use Symboli Rudolph Wit. You have got to be kidding me. I guess I should have bought more skills. Doesn't Rudolph Wit fall off really quickly? The upgrades to Rudolph Wit are Daring Tact for lates and Daring Tact for lates. I guess you could say Durandal Wit. Wait, how many? Oh my. Like, I think Daring Tact's the only one that outperforms. Okay, you know what? Let me just purchase Professor of Curvature. No, I want to wait till the... I don't even have energy. I'm gonna wait until the inspiration hit. I mean, yeah, you should have Daring Tact over Rudolph Wit. But I don't think I'm gonna play Late Surgers all that much. I think I'm mostly gonna be playing Pace Chasers by the time we get to Daring Tact Wit. You kind of have to pick either Pace or Late when we get to Design Your Island. Yeah, it's really hard to pick up both, mainly because Pace needs a lot. And then you're like, you somehow need to figure out how to get another 1,200 pulls for Late Surgers. Alright, please give me Umastan Nimble Nav. Umastan Nimble Nav. Oh, Corner Recovery too. Umastan, no Nimble Nav, and no Corner Recovery. Run is kinda cooked. That's a really cheap Professor of Curvature. 198. Hydrate. Shoot, man. I mean, I guess we just gamble on soft steps. Okay, do I have a better chance as Pace Chaser with an additional... I have a higher chance of winning this as Late Surger, right? Because I only have 777s. It's Seiyun Sky. Surely I can beat Seiyun Sky on this. But I think Late Surger is better. I don't think Hydrate... Okay, yeah. I don't think Hydrate is strong enough. My distance. Oh, I think the stamina is like your biggest concern on the Tennis Show Spring. Alright, I lost 1 dirt, right? Does that mean I have to do 5 races in a row at the end here? Alright, I did 1, 2, 3, and I lost the February stakes. Okay, never mind. Whoops. I don't need to, right? I did 3 dirts already. Alright, Kitasen hint, Fine Motion hint. And I'm happy. Kitasen gives me a hint, Fine Motion gives me a hint. Off topic, but it's better to focus on late or end for Haru. Late is better on medium. End will be better on... Wait, hold up. I want to say end is better on the shorter distances, and late is better on the longer distances for Haru. But end closers don't have too many cars to pick up. So I think it's easier to balance between those two. I'm gonna take this training. I think you should just go focus on late surgers. And closers just don't have enough support, I want to say. And I think you would want the 4-second target speed from her hard worker. So I think late surger is better. And closers just don't have enough support if your name isn't like Orfevre or Durandal, I guess. Or actually, Buena Vista can also be end closer. But I think you're better off playing Haru. I have 7 skills. And you're telling me I lose this? What? There's a mission for the Teo Show Spring right now? Dude, if I lose his nice nature, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh my, there's nothing to buy. Has Sagal been popular as an ace, or just largely as a parent? She's okay as an ace. I think Stagel's biggest issue is just Still in Love exists. Still in Love is Stagel, but better. But she's been fine as an ace. She's only a tier below like 5 Umas. Like I think through testing right now, Still in Love and Admire Groove are the strongest late surgers on the Derby. But Stagel is fine. If I take this power training, will I get enough speed? Oh my. Where are my cards? What do you mean you're on Guts? I'm like, oh, it's just better to do a race. Oh, I think this run is glue. I just whistled into 0 rainbows. Oh no. This run is cooked. Not a 5 turns in summer and not a single speed training. I can't. I have to just do 5 speed trainings. Is there anything I do to avoid burnout in this game? I don't really get. I don't know. Uma Musume doesn't really like take much of my attention, so I don't really get burnt out in the game. So I don't really have any advice. I guess like the main thing is like because I plan ahead and like I know what I want to do. Like writing out all of my goals, I guess, is like the best way that I don't get burnt out from the game. And if like I usually like put deadlines, if I pass the deadline, then I cope. But I think like not having direction is probably what makes burnt out more rampant. I think this run is actually just. I don't think I can make up this difference in stats. I don't know. Man doesn't take too much for me. Then again, like, you just saw me miss a. You saw me in this run earlier miss a horn in summer. So I can't say that like I played perfectly. In the background. But I don't know. You just have to get through parent runs. In like what 4 days I did. I don't know. I think like the game just doesn't take that much effort out of me when I do parent runs, so I just do it in the background. Like, I think if this game required like 100% of my time or like devotion into... I can't take this training at the rest. Like, if it took more effort, yeah, I guess that's the better word. If the game took more effort for me to do the runs, I probably wouldn't play as much. But like the fact that you can just load the agenda and just like click the button helps a lot. It'd be tough if you build for CM and feel unrewarded for these finals. I've lost enough finals that it's kind of just whatever. Like, I think I have like a 70% win rate in finals if you add my JP ones to these ones. Actually, what is my win rate? 10 out of 15? Or 10 out of 14? Yeah, 71. I'm probably at like a 65-70% win rate on... I think if you like play purely meta, it could be discouraging, yeah, if you just lose to RNG. When I lose my first medium, long, and sprint, I'll probably... Well, not sprint, but when I lose my first medium and long, like the ones I actually play meta for, I guess, yeah, it'll be a little discouraging. But, I don't know. It's just like, don't tie your worth to CM results. Yeah, I don't even have the wit for this. It's just really bad off-turn trainings. Yeah, I just lost all 4 miles. I don't know, just get a little unlucky. I think, like, obviously, if I played... I just need to be playing fronts for miles, honestly, this is the main thing. If I, like, wanted a higher chance of winning. Probably should have just played fronts. I don't know. My finals was this time around was pretty competitive. I guess it's more discouraging losing to like a Team Charles Taiki. Like that mile loss or that dirt mile is probably the biggest loss I had. Dude, it's so cooked. I had to somehow pull out 130 speed in 2 turns. And I'm gonna have sub 900 wit on this Ogre. Like, there's a chance I hit max speed here, but I'll have 900 wit on a triple recovery Ogre. Like, there's no way this thing lives. What is that? I have 50 more speed? Okay, yeah, no. I can't even hit max speed. Unlucky. Really rough to do 4 trainings during summer. I don't even hit max speed here. Wow, what a terrible... What a terrible run. Whatever. Let's just do the power training. Yeah, that summer just honestly killed this run. Yeah, I won the Triple Crown, but I didn't win it on Gold Chip, which is unfortunate. 880 wit, sub 1100 speed. If my summers were just... I mean, I also lost like 15 speed, 10 power by not using the... by not using the megaphone. But this wit is unplayable. Which is unfortunate. But I think this is fine for an ace. Well, no, that's right, not this. But I think my parents are... like, the parents and the deck I'm using is fine. I can't even, like, afford anything. Is it? Is this track firm conditions? No, right? It's good conditions or white conditions? I have 660 skill points that I can't spend on anything. Like, there's just genuinely nothing I can spend this on. Whatever, let's just get a forward march to see if this sparks. What am I borrowing? I'm borrowing pasta. But I think this deck is doable. Like, if I just got luckier in... that's a lot of races. 8 race sparks. 42 races. I think if I just got luckier during the summer, like, it's doable, but my skills are terrible. I don't know how my... like, I can't believe I only procced 1 spark during summer. I don't know, maybe I drop down to... maybe I just drop down to 50%. But I don't think Mr. CB is, like, that much stronger than Tachyon. Like, it gives me a 50-50 for corner recovery. But I don't think a level 35 CB outperforms Tachyon Wit. It's like, I guess I can drop this for a 10% race bonus card. I mean, I can go triple wit. Right, I can run CB. I just don't know. 50% race bonus feels awkward. I think I just need to get luckier during rival races. I think you can do all the dirts on Dirt D. You just have to buy Angling Scheming at the start. Like, Angling Scheming carries most of the excel that you need for the... I'm pretty sure you can do it on Dirt D. As long as you instant buy Angling. Because Dirt D is what? 40% less power? Maybe you need a Dirt Spark. Or is it? No, it's 30% less, right? For D ground. I don't know if I want to drop down to a 50% race bonus deck. Like, I kind of just want to run the deck that I was running. Because I'm pretty like, Fine Motion Tachyon should be enough to max wit. Pretty sure I've done it before. Or at least got close. I literally ran the exact same deck on the other Ogres. Oh, I did triple wit here. Maybe it is triple wit. Triple wit 42 races. I only did 34 races on this one. Oh, I might have subglued the other Christmas Ogres I've done. Or the better ones that I've done. I don't know, 60% race bonus, 42 races just feels so much better. Granted, I'm not winning any of these races, but it's so much more SP. Like, you should be able to max off of just these two. I think I just got really unfortunate during that one. Did I glue my Christmas Ogre? I don't think this is the one I ran. Where's the one that I ran for? Oh, wait, no, for the Derby I ran this Teo, right? Oh, and that's gonna do it for today's stream. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. It'd just be either more parent runs or more Ogre runs. I might stream again on Thursday instead. Just take one more day off, take another day off. I don't know. I think my main issue with Mant is that I don't really enjoy streaming it. Since it's just Door Simulator. Like I did 2 hours today, and I did 1 unusable ace. Am I just trying for a better medium? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a better parent than this. Ideally, I would want Umastan on this main parent, since my Borrow has not been very good. I would like to get Umastan and like Umastan Nimble Nav are the two that I really want. I also didn't get Corner Recovery on this one, which makes it a little bit harder since I only have it on the GP. But yeah, a little bit luckier on the summer. I could probably hit like 1k wit, max speed, max power, and I think that's like usable with the 42 races. And then obviously I just need to hit the skills because this is a depressing skill list. With Fast Learner, the 42 races, like, this is so depressing to look at. How many stand spikes is this? This was 2 here, 2 here, 3 here, 3 here. So, oh wait, no, 2 here as well. So 10 stand sparks. It's a little overkill. I think Ogre can get away with just 9. Like, I want a better Teo with a power or a wit spark. I think this is overkill. 10. For any other ace, I think 10 stam sparks is probably ideal. 9 to 10. 9, you could probably get away with 9. On any ace that isn't Ogre. Because this is like the stam you want to hit as a non-festival Uma. Is Fuku, how much stand? Yeah, you want around. Oh, how much do I want on Ogre? Like 750. So that just means I can drop 1. I can drop the stam spark here. I think you can get away with 9 on Ogre. Or not 9. You can get away with. I guess that is 9. What am I saying? Maybe I'll look for a better bar that doesn't have the stam here if I'm still using this Teo. 700's a little low volley. I think that gives you like a 96% spurt rate, which is a little too low in my... I think I'd rather go aim for like 750-ish. I think every other position, or anybody who's not Crystal Circuit probably wants to aim for about 800. Like 50. Yeah, you just need about 50-ish more stam. Ogre can... Honestly, Ogre can probably shoot a little bit lower. And go for... This is the 8% heal. She could probably go for like 720 at the lowest. I don't know if I would. 700 is a little too scary, but 720 is probably fine. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching, and I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I'll probably catch you guys on in 2 days. I'll probably stream one more time. Thank you guys all for watching. Bye bye.